bacon puffs. What are we doing tonight? We're just out for a cruise. We're just enjoying our Volvo cars, guys. Got Oliver, Dan, Christian behind the camera.
Yep.
We all got sick Volvos. What's up, guys? It's Drifts and Lifts here. All right, so today's video, I'm just with the boys right now. We all got our 740s and 940 hanging out. We were just chilling tonight, so we figured, hey, let's go for a cruise, maybe huck a few drifts. We are in Indonesia right now. We live here. We live in Indonesia. We are Indonesian, actually. Let's check out these cars. Let's check out me and my friend's cars here. So we'll start with Dan's here. This is Dan Wall. So this is a 1989 740 manual, non-turbo. I sold it to Dan like a little while ago. But yeah, so it was literally bone stock, just 740. It's got a Hydro Fish Racing Tech e-brake in it. It's got different exhausts. It's got a welded 391 rear end. It's got, let's check it out. Yeah, the exhaust is terrible. I don't like his exhaust very much, but
nobody does.
He's got plexi or Lexan windows over there.
And sunroof.
Yeah, so overall pretty good. I think Dan daily drives this car. It's a pretty good little unit. It needs a little bit more horsepower. It's got like just a B230F motor with an M47 manual transmission. It's a full straight pipe. This thing sounds, we're gonna have a rev battle at this gas station. I don't know if the gas station attendant's gonna be stoked about it, but it's gonna happen. So yeah, his car is literally full straight pipe with a 4-inch cannon out the back. It sounds terrible. We all hate it. We've all been begging Dan to change it.
I may have built it.
Yeah. You bastard.
Yeah.
So I sold this car to Christian, my good friend Christian here behind the camera. How long ago? About a year now or something. So if you guys remember, actually, I probably made a video of this car on the channel, and I picked it up for like $200. The engine wasn't running. It was like literally sitting in the back of some shed covered in moss, blah, blah, blah. The plan was I was going to put like a big turbo and do some cheap ethanol stuff with it. And I ended up blowing up the motor, sending a rod through the block. Christian was looking for a shell to, you know, just build a new car out of. He had a manual transmission and a turbo engine. And yeah, so I just sold him the shell for $200, something like that, and he's actually built a pretty cool car out of it. So M46 transmission. It's got a turbo engine in it with an A cam and like a 13C turbo in it. We check it out here. Kind of cool. Oh, it was fully gutted when I sold the car to him. He put the interior back in. That's so respectable of you.
And the blue interior from the wagon.
Yeah, that's right. This is actually the blue interior from my wagon that I haven't shown you guys yet. I plan on doing that soon. But yeah, just some like ghetto ass fake seats. Replicaros. Yeah, it's a pretty simple car. It doesn't have angle mods yet. It doesn't have coilovers yet. Well, that's another thing. Dan's car has BC coilovers, so good for Dan. He has BC coilovers. Good for him. Good for you, Dan.
Yep.
Go me.
But yeah, pretty good car. Like, I don't know, Christian, have you enjoyed this car?
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good.
It's also a daily rig.
Yeah. And I got the Goldo. You guys all know the Gold car. This is like one of the best cars I've ever created. I love this car. And here's a couple new things I actually did to it recently. So I had a heck blend, if you guys know what that is, but on the parts car I just got, it had a heck blend. I was trying to remove it and it broke in the middle. So I was like, let's try something a little different. Let's cut the center out. So I actually cut the center of the heck blend out. Yeah, I think it looks kind of dope. I don't know, I just figured I'd try something a little different. Haven't really seen anybody do like the heck blend like that before, so I don't know. It almost looks like a 760 extended 80s taillight or something like that. Did the dual, the 2.5-inch blast pipes. I think I showed that on the last video there. Got the Volvo mud flaps on it now. And actually, I also have, check this out, I got 2 more cool, rare Volvo parts. I've actually been trying to deck this car out in all Volvo accessories. So I got the louvers, I got the wing on the back, I got the mud flaps, I got the heck blend, and then I also got, check this out guys, you know the little coin tray here? So that's actually kind of a rare 740 piece, and I snagged one from one of the cars I bought. So every time I buy a car, I try to take all the cool parts off it before I sell it. Anything that's rare or like cool, I make sure I keep that for myself. But yeah, and then I also got this cool dash pad. That was also from a car that I went and got a bunch of parts from up in the city next to us. But yeah, I don't know. This is a good car. I really, really like it. It's got the ZF transmission. BC coilovers, 410 rear end, super short gearing. It's got a K-cam in it. It's a pretty good unit. I really like this car. But yeah, so we got Oliver's car here, 940 turbo, 1994. Got a Squirter engine in it. It's got a 373 rear end swap from a 740, so we could do like a welded differential because these would have came factory with the G80 differential. It's just better to have an open and you can weld it up. Welded diff is good for the drifts. So, Fish Racing Tech e-brake. Sick. It's got an NRG seat in it. It's got a cool Momo wheel. It's got BC coilovers. Gutted out a little bit. It's got Lexan windows in the back. It's got sunroof stripped out. All the typical weight reduction that we do. This car actually rips. It's got a T3 turbo from an old style 740 on a 1990 manifold. Shout out to my guy at Total Turbo Services, Addison. He is our turbo sponsor for the channel. He does all of our turbo work. So he actually rebuilt the turbo in Oliver's car here, and it rips really good. And he's done tons of turbos for me. If you guys need any turbo stuff, hit up Addison at Total Turbo. Link to his website is in the description of this video.
Isn't he rebuilding one right now?
He's rebuilding the turbo right now because on the Blue Wagon we had it on the dyno and the compressor blades ate a bunch of junk, and so I sent another turbo to him. Really fast work, guy does really good stuff, so check him out. Not a whole lot of light, but honestly there's really nothing to it. We did like green intercooler pipes and the T3, it's got like the metal intake pipe. Really simple build, guys. Like this thing only makes like, 190 wheel horsepower. Really sick budget, budget drift car basically for all over there. So anyways, that's basically the gist of all of our cars. So that was probably way too long. We're just gonna literally cruise around the town and hopefully film some cool
Closed circuit.
It's a closed circuit drift, yes. Yeah. So one more thing, guys. Every time I've been doing videos lately, I've been like, yo, my front tires are terrible. Well, we have that remedied now. I got the sickest front tires around. Shout out to my guys at Action Tire Chilliwack. They're the tire sponsor of the channel, and they hooked me up with these tires. So what we got here is a 205 50-15 Bridgestone Potenza RE71 RS. So this is like a really high performance tire. These are insanely grippy. Mind you, it is really cold right now. It's about 0 degrees Celsius out here. So these tires are definitely not going to perform how they would on like a track when they actually get nice and warm. The type of stuff we're going to be doing tonight isn't going to get these heated up, but I have some really sick tires on the front. So when I bring this to the track and that kind of thing, I got all the front grip, and yeah, dope. So shout out to Action Tire. All right, guys, you guys tell me in the comments whose car sounds the best. So Christian's rocking a 3-inch downpipe on the 13C. Sounds pretty good. Okay, we're gonna go over to Oliver here. So Oliver's got a 2 and 1/3 inch pipe up to a 3-inch. So it's like stock downpipe size up to a 3-inch. So let's see what he's got here. Sounds pretty good. Sounds like a tractor red block. All right, let's see Daniel over here. Let's see what you got, Daniel. right, guys, so first run out. This pavement's it's honestly really grippy. Like the whole town is, they have like salt put everywhere. It's a really common thing to do in Indonesia. They salt the roads all the time. But unfortunately, my guy Oliver here clapped the fucking curb first run out. Oh, she's good. So it looks like we'll be going home to get Oliver another rim. It's gonna be a long night. So I think we can actually rebuild Oliver's wheel right here.
Rebuild, like Lego.
Like I think we can just put the Lego back in here or something.
I'd say she's good to go.
Like that's pretty good, eh? Something like that. Just reseat the bead. This actually shows what kind of like aluminum. This is a cast aluminum wheel, right? It's all kind of
Yeah, I would say 100%. Yeah.
So I think mine are actually billet. All right, guys. So here's the point of impact. Oliver actually did a freaking 50-50 grind, or I guess it was like more of like a nose slide, I guess you could say, all the way to about here. So it's a good like 10-foot section he nose slid. All right, guys, so Christian's doing a bit of an oil fill up right now. He's a little bit low on oil for his red block engine. So we got some dope ass new tires. So luckily, I actually just picked these up from my guy Jake. There's some dope billet truck wheels, basically like Jeep wheels, but I polished them up, looking pretty sick. So we got those on Oliver's car. He actually just bought them from me. I have quite a good collection of wheels, guys. Like, you know, I got these wheels and the center lines, and I like my billet 15x8, 15x7 wheels. I try to collect them every time I get a decent deal on them. I try to scoop them up. Yeah, so luckily I have some to share with my friends when stuff like this happens. Honestly, no problem, boss. Yeah, these rims look super sick on this car. Honestly, I'm really a big fan of that style. Pretty dope. So what we'll do is we'll let these guys like burn some tires in this cul-de-sac section. to end our little night of drift here in Indonesia, I figured we'd go down to the classic spot. So you guys all know this spot if you've been watching the channel for long enough. This is the classic spot. Nothing else to really say about it. It's like a couple S turns. It's got this. It's called the question mark. Actually, is another term for it because it's kind of shaped like a question mark, basically, with a couple extra turns in it. So
and we do questionable things here.
We do questionable things here. Yeah, definitely. It's a big question mark. Alrighty guys, so we actually came down to this spot. You guys know this spot from my intro. I got the panel wagon chucking it backwards into the spot. I wanted to drift here, but unfortunately they actually redid the pavement. There's a bunch of chunks missing from the pavement. So I don't really want to do any like off-roading while drifting. So we're gonna keep it chill for tonight. I think that's about the end of the video, honestly. But yeah, a really good night just hanging out with the bros and cruising some Volvos and a little bit of carnage on Oliver's car there. Luckily we got him some new wheels. Yours truly here. Luckily I had those in the garage. But yeah, so stuff to come for the channel, guys. The blue wagon. I know I've been telling you guys this for a long time, but the blue wagon is almost complete. I'm gonna do a little bit of a walk around video to show you guys what I have on the car so far. And then I'll probably end up doing like a total build completion video where we show some dyno footage and go for an actual rip in it. But yeah, so I'm really excited to show you guys that. Oh, Christian's car, I think the power steering belt just came off. We have to actually, we'll check that in a sec here. But yeah, other than that though, I think we'll head home. It's like literally 2 o'clock in the morning right now. So thanks to all.
Here in Indonesia, where the
yeah, here in Indonesia, the time zone's like different, right? So, you know, it's Indonesia.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Indonesia.
I gotta get back to fucking Canada to work in the morning.
Yeah, you gotta go to work. Like, we literally gotta fly home tonight. Anyways, guys, yeah. Like and subscribe for beefy Volvo nuggets. Peace out.